Hey guys, it's Gina. Welcome to 2015. I haven't talked to you guys in a very long time. I really haven't been down in the scrapbook room very often, but I'm hoping to change that with the turn of the calendar. I don't know what happened actually. I got really discouraged about scrapbooking in the middle of last year and then never really got back to it, but I've been in my scrap room a few days already. It's January what day is it? To the 10th today. And I have been in my scrap room playing around and organizing and things. So I am hoping, to get back into scrapbooking and making videos and doing all the things that I used to do. Before I just lost my, I have no idea, I just didn't feel like doing it, so I didn't do it. But I'm starting 2015 off with Project Life, and here's my Project Life binder. And I use these Pioneer binders. They're made by Pioneer. It's a 12 by 12, and it's a D-ring binder. And I use these because they come in, I think this is a 2.5 inch. It's a 2.5 inch binder, which makes it bigger than like the American Crafts binders or the other kind of binders. And I haven't completely finished my cover page here. And I'm gonna get like something to point out things with. Here we go. Excuse me. I just had dental surgery, so if I sound kind of crazy, that's why. Let's see. So I pulled, as I was organizing my Project Life stuff, I think I'm actually just going to take these out of here. Put this off to the side here so we can work on one thing at a time. I haven't finished this layout of my cover page yet. I took these large wood veneer numbers from Freckled Fawn, and these 3x4 cards are from Heidi Swap's, I think it's the Glitter On Project Life kit, or Shine On, or something like that. And I just glued, very simple, just glued those Freckled Fawn numbers. I'm not exactly sure when I got those Freckled Fawn numbers. They weren't in the January kit. This is the January Freckled Fawn kit, and the January Freckled Fawn kit does have this large cork 2015 in it, but I didn't open this until I'd already finished this here. So that's all I did to document the year. And then I found, as I was organizing my Project Life stash, I found these two cards that I liked, and I know that they're not Becky Higgins because I had to make the corners round. They might be from Scraptastic, I'm not sure. But one says each photograph is a story captured in a single moment. And that is basically what we do with our photography and our scrapbooking, is we're capturing those stories. And then this one, I'm pretty sure, it's very thick, so I'm pretty sure it's a Scraptastic. But it just says, the goodness of today, little pieces of our now, a peek into our everyday awesomeness, keeping tabs on these moments, capturing the fabulously mundane. If you blink, you're gonna miss it. Just push pause on this right here. Magic happens when you're enjoying what you've been given. If we scream and yell, it's because we're having fun. Risk it all, here and now, and you and me. Please remember this and thank you for that. Hold tight to these minutes and seconds because they are what matter the most. Time is fleeting and we can't keep up. I see you, you see me. And I really thought that is just like the whole process of Project Life, or everyday pocketed scrapbooking or something like that. So I really like that, so I put that in there. And then I'm going to add just our last name in some sort of, I was thinking about cutting it out of the silhouette or something and putting it there. And then I'll add a picture of us down here, and that will be my cover page. So here is, and it's funny because this is one day. I think these two pictures are actually from Monday, but we spent New Year's Eve with my brother Sean, and we were down in Georgia. So I made my title card, and that title card comes from Scraptastic, as well as those little sequins I put. That's a Heidi Swap acetate word there that just says celebrate, and then these came in the Scraptastic December kit. I think they're Amy Tan numbers from like her booklet of numbers and letters, and then I just put week 1 on there. And I do my project life from Sunday to Saturday, so it actually captures the last couple of days of 2014. So it'll start Sunday, December 28th, 2014, and go through January the 3rd. And those week 1 stickers are just from Prima. There's some Prima. And then here is a photo from Sunday. We're all just sitting around watching football, and I used a Freckled Fawn wood veneer there that says, "This is nice." And then these are, I think they're Evilicious. They came in a Scraptastic kit, and then I always like to put the day of the week that it happened. So that's from Freckled Fawn, that like vellum sticker there that says Sunday. And that was all I did with that. I originally put these stars and circles on the photo directly and didn't like how that looked, so I just cut the photo down a little bit, pulled all those stars off, and then pasted the photo onto just a white 4x6 card and then re-added those there. And I'm just going to go through the 4x6s first. So here is the second one, and you know what, if I put this down and then not out, Gina, let's see if we can focus in so I don't have to hold it up to the camera. There we go. So here is another one of the cards from, is it going to focus? There we go. There's another one of the cards. It's that sort of pale pink. I don't know if you can see that it's pale pink, but it is. And now it's really not going to focus because I can't keep it still enough is the problem. So we'll just leave it down here. But trust me, that's a pale pink color. And then it's got that gold foil on it. And that is, that's again from the Heidi Swap collection. And then I put that little smiley face there. And then this little word snack. Those stickers came from this Echo Park. You can't see it because I have everything zoomed in. But the Echo Park Creative Agenda element stickers is where that little smiley face came from. And that word snack. And I put that word snack up on the tail of it. I put up on foam adhesive. And this is monkey ball cake that my niece and nephew and I made. And I'm gonna have to pull that out just a little bit. And the best part of making monkey ball cake for the kids is throwing the dough into the Ziploc bags and shaking it up. So that's what that picture, and then that's the final product. There's nothing healthy in that monkey ball cake at all, but it's delicious. And then over here, the kids are making gingerbread houses. And I didn't do anything special to this. I made this 4x6 in, I used a digital template and put my 2 photos in there. And then wrote, this is actually printed directly on the photo that says making gingerbread houses. I just used my computer and did all of that. And then I added 3 stickers. One says Sunday, one has the little star, and then one just says sweet memories. And that's the 4x6s. And then just here is, I used another one of those Lawn Fawn wood veneers, and it says today, and this is a Lawn Fawn puffy sticker, and it says good day, and all, you know, the card, it just reads, Sunday at Sean's was perfect, surrounded by family, football on the TV, smells from the crock pot filling the house, the kids playing, everyone talking and enjoying each other's company. It doesn't get any better than that, unless you add monkey ball cake. Yeah, definitely better. And then here is like a 3 pocket thing that goes together. So this is, we told Sarah and Eli that we might be going to the beach for New Year's Eve. And as soon as we let Sarah know that, she packed all of her stuff and had it lined up by the door. No clothes, mind you. Just her toys and her drawing supplies and everything like that lined up all by the door. So I used these to pull these together. I used the same labels on them. These are Teresa Collins labels from the Signature Essentials. And I had actually 2 sets of them, so I was able to pull the same. It's gold foil, y'all. I bought 2, you know, 2 sets of them. So I had 2 of them. Pardon me, again. And I put S and E on them because this picture is a picture of, so the kids have gotten really big into wrestling since Thanksgiving. And so for Christmas, they got a lot of wrestling stuff. And this was just funny to me that Eli had his monster trucks in the wrestling ring. So it's a monster battle. And then I used this card in the middle, and it says, here's the story. And these are Freckled Fawn. Yeah, Freckled Fawn. Freckled Fawn arrows, and so they point to the pictures, and then it just says the journaling about what I just said there. So that is page 1 of 2014, and then I have an insert that goes over our trip to the beach, which I'll go through in a second. But first, let me go through this. I'll just finish this one up, and then I'll go through the insert. And what I'm trying to do this year is not get caught up with ephemera too much, because I find that trying to fit all the ephemera and all of that in there is just what holds me up from getting my layouts done. So I'm going to focus more on getting the layouts done, and if I just have to throw the ephemera in an envelope, you know, one of the sheet protectors or one of the Becky Higgins envelopes or something like that, that's what I'm going to do, because I'm not going to play around. I just want to get the layouts done, and if the ephemera finds its way into the spread, great. If it doesn't, I'm just not going to stress about it. So this is, again, I made this with a photo template on the computer, and that's another one of those Echo Park stickers, and it says Monday, and it was a quiet day. And then these are actually pictures that my niece took. She had the camera out, and she was taking pictures, so I just took some of, these are, I think they're maybe basic, yeah, they're basic gray. They came in a Studio Calico kit like a million years ago. So Sarah with the camera, and I used a little arrow. I think that arrow is from Evalicious. I think all of these three little things, it says click, there's a camera and the arrow, I think they were from the Evalicious kit from Scraptastic. So here are just pictures of what we were doing on Monday. Here is the journaling card that goes along with Monday and says review of today. And that's just it may be a Becky Higgins card, I'm not sure. Because I've put all of my Project Life or, you know, pocketed daily scrapbooking or whatever you want to call it without getting into, you know, trademark infringement or copyright infringement or something like that. So I just threw them all together. So I don't actually know. This may be recollections. I'm actually not sure. But so I just wrote out, Monday was another great day. We got Sean all set up with the WWE Network, and that was that. Of course, there was a trip to Toys R Us in there and to Walmart, since Toys R Us didn't have any wrestlers. That's what my brother calls wrestlers. They're wrestlers, and they wrestle. And so Sarah is now all about wrestling. And so I put it in there as they say it, wrestlers. Then to Best Buy to get what we needed for WWE. We got home, the kids played with their new toys. Stu and Sean played some video games. We watched a lot of the WWE Network, looked up a lot of wrestlers on Wikipedia. Sarah always wants to know if they're married. I don't know. Every time they make me look up the wrestlers, they want to know about them, like how tall they are and how, you know, all of that. They want to know, both Eli and Sarah. But Sarah always is he married? Is he married? I don't know. She's 7, so. And we had pizza for dinner, so that's what that says. This is just a decorative card that I just needed a filler card, and it says live life to the fullest. And I took that off of, I can't even tell you where that sticker came from, but this die cut, this wood veneer cut is from Scraptastic. And then I used some Teresa Collins enamel dots, if you can see them, those little enamel dots there. They have the gold in them, like the gold glitter. I really like that. And I just threw it on one of those Scraptastic cards and then just made that little filler sheet in there. And this one, it talks about the road trip home on Friday. It's 12 hours from my brother's house to my house. So I just used this bicycle that says enjoy the journey. And I just journal. It says Friday was the road trip home, and it's a long one, 12 full hours in the car. The traffic wasn't bad on this day. We made really good time, and though I really like to travel and go see family, I really like to see my house and sleep in my bed when we get home. And I actually typed that on my typewriter. I made some typing errors, but I left them because I'm terrible on the typewriter, so that's a reflection of that. Here it says Saturday is for pajama day, and this is a really bad selfie that I took in low light with my iPhone with the reverse camera, and so it's a terrible picture, but I am sitting in my pajamas. Saturday is pajama day, and I just added another one of those freckled fun little smiley faces. This is another one of those photo layouts that I made in Photoshop. I didn't make the layout, the template. They're either Lori Whitlock. This one is a Lori Whitlock template. And they're either Lori Whitlock or a Lily from a site that I subscribe to. Stu is up, so I'm going to have to take a break from this for a second. But I can hear the water running upstairs, so I know he's awake. But this was a template that I used, so I just typed in the computer Home Sweet Home. I added these 3 cork embellishments from Freckled Fawn. One says no place like home, one has a car, one's a little star. Again, one of those Echo Park stickers that say Friday. It says 12 hours on the road, finally home. There's the mail piled up because we forgot to cancel the mail, and Stu going into our house. And then this is a journaling about what we did on Saturday, and I'm not going to read it because it's kind of personal, but it just says under the weather, and I just used one of these Freckled Fawn wood veneer things again, and then there's some little birds down here on that card. So that was that. And then here on Saturday we watched the Ravens beat the Steelers, and I'm in this transition. I'm not sure if I'm a Steelers fan anymore or a Ravens fan, and I'm having trouble with all of that. So I have the yuck yay stickers from Freckled Fawn on there, and then there's the Saturday Echo Park sticker, and I did my journaling this way just to fit it all in. So I'm gonna say good morning to Stu, and then I'll be right back to go over the insert. Okay, you guys, I'm back to finish this first week of Project Life, and this is my insert. So while we were down in Georgia with my brother Sean, we decided that we would take a little trip, a little New Year's Eve trip. We spent 2 nights down in Panama City Beach, so we drove down there from where Sean lives and went down there. So I took this photo, and I'm quite impressed, I have to tell you, not because of my photo taking skills, but that is a cell phone photo. I cannot believe it. So anyway, I took that 2015 from the January Scraptastic This Life Noted kit and pasted it on there, and that's all I did with that photo. And then again, I used one of those photo templates to make this. I used 3 photos here. One is Stu and I, one is Sean and his wife Melly, one is the beach ball that they drop in Panama City, and it was funny because it did not drop. And then I just left this little square blank, and I put one of these, I think it's from Scraptastic, this little yay, with the little circles around it, and we had champagne at midnight. We watched, it was actually my first time celebrating New Year's Eve in a time zone that wasn't the Eastern time zone, so we actually celebrated at 1 a.m. on New Year's Eve. On New Year's Day, actually. And then at the place where we stayed, well, here we go. At the place where we stayed, they had a fire pit. And so here's Sarah and Eli's back there, Sean, me, and Stu, and Melly took this photo. And so they had a fire pit, and we were enjoying the warmth around the fire pit, and I added this little Freckled Fawn. These two actually are from Freckled Fawn. They're these little puffy stickers. One says lovely day, and the other one is this little happy face. And then I added some enamel dots, and this little yes I think is from Scraptastic. And then here is Stu and I. Here are Stu and I. Here is Stu and I. Here are, I'm not sure. I have to look that English up later, but this was obviously taken on Tuesday. That's another one of those Echo Park stickers. And this is from a Freckled Fawn kit. It's a little what is it, a speech bubble with a little heart cut out. And then I used my, everyone has seen this, I think it's from Pebbles, it is, this huge roller stamp that has the alphabet on it. So you can make whatever saying you want on this little roller stamp, on this big roller stamp. And so I just stamped Panama City. Ooh, I shouldn't use that side, I'm creasing my page protector. Panama City there. So that is Stu and I on the beach when it was Tuesday when we got there, obviously. And that currently is a cut from Scraptastic. That doily is from a Scraptastic kit. I used some enamel dots here. And this smile, I'm not sure. I would almost bet that it's Webster's Pages, but I can't remember. It was just in a, it's a little thick for what I typically use in Project Life, but I really liked it. So I threw it in there. But I'm pretty, it's either Primo or Webster's Pages, but it's been in my stash for forever, so I threw that on there. And then that card is from the January 2015 This Life Noted kit from Scraptastic, and the photo. And then this is a recollections journaling card, and it says this makes me happy, and then just a lot of journaling. And then I continued the journaling because I journaled about the whole trip to Panama Beach. On those 2 journaling cards. So here is Stu and I down at what they call Pier Park in Panama City Beach. And so here we are on the pier, and there's a picture. One of the things that I really want to try to do this year is not overlap my scrapbooking. So if I put it in Project Life, I'm going to try not to do a scrapbook page about it. And I'm going to try to put my scrapbook pages in with my Project Life layouts so that it's all together. Typically what I do is I keep a chronological scrapbook for the year, and then I also keep Project Life. And in the past I find myself double memory keeping, if you will. We call it double entry in my or double documentation in my at work is what we would call that. And I'm trying not to do that. So I'm trying to, if I put the picture in Project Life, I'm going to try not to do a scrapbook page about it. And I'm going to show you a example of this. So we took a trip while we were there to Golf World, and they have dolphin shows, and they offer the ability to go back and meet a dolphin. And you can see Eli is holding the dolphin's fins here, and Sean is with him, and then down here Sarah is with her mom, and she's holding the dolphin fins. So I have those two photos, and I didn't do anything to them. I just rounded the corners and threw them in there, and that's all I did. And then the journaling talks about being at Golf World, so it covers that. And then I bought this patch at Golf World Marine Park, and I always try to buy one of these patches to put in wherever we go. I guess you could say I collect these patches because I always buy one. I either buy a patch or a postcard or both, something flat that I can put in my scrapbooking, in my scrapbook for places that we go. So I bought that patch. And I just stamped these little turtles. We saw some sea turtles while we were there, so I just stamped these little turtles from a, I want to say I think these turtles are from like an Inkadinkado $1 stamp set or something like that. And I did some watercoloring. This is actually a watercolor postcard. So I have these from Strathmore, these watercolor postcards, and they're 4x6. So they're great. They're watercolor paper. So I don't have to cut, you know, from a larger size watercolor paper. I can just use these. So I did some watercolor on the background of that, let that dry, pasted, adhered the patch, and then just stamped those two little turtles on there. And then, so there's Sean, there's Melly. Here's Stu and my picture with the dolphin. So here I am holding the dolphin's fins, and we're meeting the dolphin here. And we got our picture taken. And the thing is, like, typically I would include this photo in my Project Life. I would include the photos of Sean and Melly and the kids in Project Life, but then I would also scrapbook these pages. And I'm going to try this year really not to do that. I'm going to keep everything together, and if the memory appears in one place, I'm not going to do it twice, is my hope. So I didn't include this photo in Project Life. I did document in my journaling that we met the dolphin as well, but I'm going to actually scrapbook this photo, and then that scrapbook page will also be included in my binder. Here's my binder. Let me zoom out a bit. Here's my binder with my week 1 spread, and what I'm going to do, here's my insert. I typically like my inserts to be smaller than the 12 by 12 page protectors, which was one of the reasons why I didn't scrapbook photos and put them in the same binder, but I'm trying to get over all of these little idiosyncrasies that I have so that I can make my memory keeping easier. So I'm going to scrapbook this photo, and then that layout is going to go in a page protector right in between these two spreads, so that my entire first week with all the photos that have to come with the first week will be right here, and then I can move on to week 2 and do the same thing. Week 2 is actually going to be a bit easier because we didn't go anywhere this week. So we didn't do anything but work and stay home. So it's going to be I don't know, it's going to be interesting. An interesting spread to do, and it probably won't have any inserts, and it probably won't have any layouts because it's just a very typical week around here. And then next week I'm going to, we're traveling a bit. I have to travel a bit for work, and then I'm taking Stu away for his surprise birthday trip. So that week we'll probably have a bunch of inserts and some layouts and things, but I'm going to try to keep it all in this one binder, and I'm going to let you know how that goes as things go on. But I'm going to work on scrapbooking this photo today, and keeping up with my scrapbooking is one of my goals for the year. So I'm going to get to scrapping. I hope you enjoyed my Project Life layout, and I will see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.